All right, thank you so much for joining us here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. You're here for game 2 of 3 of this senior girls triple header. If you just missed it, the Lakers took on the Sam Desham Jaguars in our first game and won 2 sets to 1. It was quite the thrilling matchup. Lakers took the first set pretty decisively, but Sam Desham fought back hard. They took the second one after kind of a back and forth affair, and then the third one, Lakers kind of put their foot back on the gas and were able to secure the victory. So now we've got Sam Desham looking to come away from this trip with at least one win against the Rothesay Netherwood Riverhawks, looking to start off their evening well.
Have you ever seen a team from Rothesay Netherwood?
I have not, actually. Yeah, they're one of those interesting private schools that still play within the public, like the NBIAA association. So I don't know that they play every sport that Harvey plays and always in our league necessarily.
I think that they do definitely play like basketball, but they were not in our like.
No, I don't think they'd be in our division necessarily.
No.
And sometimes their basketball teams end up being more kind of like travel teams. I know Harvey has sometimes had students transfer over to Rothesay Netherwood for basketball.
Yeah.
Don't know much about their volleyball squad, although I will mention I'm pretty sure a lot of the girls came in wearing hockey jerseys or sweaters rather. Actually, I think if you can see there on the bench, I'm fairly certain Coach Derek McCallum of Rothesay Netherwood is wearing an RNS hockey hoodie as well.
They are pretty big on hockey.
Yeah, these might be multi-sport athletes kind of doing something in the off-season, but you love to see it. Athletes kind of changing things up, building new skill sets, developing all their different muscles. As referee Matt Van Rolt takes his perch, and we'll get started. First serve will go to the Riverhawks. And it is Tribeca Liu with the serve. Sent over, set by Pintius of the Jaguars. It's received. Nice hit there. That's Emily McGuigan wearing number 15 for, I guess they're both the visitors, but for RNS, striking first. Second serve by Liu. Fielded by Kenzie Doucette. That's sent over by Danica Bourgeois. RNS, Paige Price on the serve. Nice hit by McGuigan, forcing it by the defenders. RNS up early. 2-0. Another serve by Tribeca Liu. That's fielded by the Jags. Lenore Pintius with the pass, and yet again it's McGuigan right at the front of the net. And Riverhawks are flying out to a quick start here.
Yeah.
Liu again. Tribeca Liu, rather. There's a couple of Lius on this team. Kenzie Doucette sends it over. One of the stronger players in the first game for the Jags. Ooh, nice diving play by one of the liberos, Nicole Garcia. Sent over by Bourgeois, fielded by the Riverhawks. Here's the set from Paige Price, and we'll have a whistle before Abby Magic gets to it. Riverhawks guilty of a double hit. So Sam Desham will get their first points of the matchup, and Kenzie Doucette sends it over. Tribeca Liu fielding, and that goes up and just over. So nothing going there. Sam Desham with another point. Kenzie Doucette looking to tie things up. Set from Paige Price. McGuigan with the big hit. That flies way out. Fielded by Nicole Garcia.
I'd say she'd have to be probably their strongest hitter, or the strongest one we've seen so far.
Definitely so far, yeah. And positioned right in that perfect position, kind of starting in the center, front of the net there.
I'd say that was probably like strategic play.
I expect so, yeah.
She does seem to be one of their taller players too.
Height advantage always helps, and ball sent over by, I believe that was Leah Doucette, number 4. However, that falls out of bounds, so Rothesay Netherwood scoring the point there. It's Paige Price going for her second serve. Fielded by Garcia, nice pass. Direct response from Bourgeois. Here's the pass from Izzy Brennan, and McGuigan volleys it over this time. Bourgeois sending it over. Price up to Brennan, and ooh, mistiming that one. So McGuigan with the misfire, and Sam Desham's going to capitalize. Libero Nicole Garcia checks out. We've got Layla Murphy wearing number 2 for the Jags, checking in the front row. It's the pass. Doucette will hit, but I think that's a double hit there, so tough break.
You see a lot more of that in like senior games. I don't think they counted it. They must not count it as much in like JV.
It'll depend on the ref and how strict they want to be with it for sure. And
yeah, because that definitely does affect it. Like if you go to like some certain tournaments and such, they'll be a lot more strict with that. Yeah. It's like jarring, especially if you have a lot of refs that just don't really count that. That's a really good save there.
Yep. Can really slow the momentum down sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit from MJ English of Rothesay. Netherwood will go out of bounds after decent rally from both sides. Serve from Leah Doucette is good. That's Abby Matchett looking to send it over, but couldn't quite clear the net, so after RNS had stormed out to an early 3-0 lead, we're all tied up. Kudos to Sam Desham for sticking with it. 6-6 is the score. Leah Doucette sends it over again. Here's Tribeca Liu. Over to Brennan, who sends it. Check that. Brennan who sends it over. Price to Brennan. McGuigan's going to opt to volley it. Looking in the back for Garcia, the libero. Nice save by Pintius. Tribeca. Over to Brennan, and big hit from number 11, Abby Matchett.
I find when teams are able to get into like kind of like a groove with their serves and such, like hits, they definitely do a lot better.
Yeah.
They're able to take a lot of points away from the other team.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Here's service from Matchett. Ooh, nice attempt there. That was Jasmine Holloway, I believe, coming in for a big hit, but caught the top of the net. That will go out of bounds. Abby Matchett. Nice service. Kenzie Doucette with the save. Nice work. Pintia sends it over. Here's RNS looking again, and that's no good. Hit from MJ English will catch the top of the net and bounce out. So it is the Jaguars with a chance to tie things up here. There's Jasmine Holloway, nice serve. McGuigan in the back row now. Izzy Brennan is going to get that. Pass from English to Brennan, back to English. Beautiful dig there from Leah Doucette. English to Brennan. Tribeca Liu going for the big hit, but that rolls out of bounds. Tried to pick the back corner and just overshot. Tough break there. Here's Holloway, another serve. McGuigan to Brennan for the pass, and MJ English looks back row. Nice work. Here's Izzy Brennan, wearing number 14. Big hit by Brennan, and that's going to go just on the line. Tough break. As Sam Desham gets the ball, we're all tied up now. It's Layla Murphy back to serve. The service from Murphy, fielded by Brennan, and number 4, Paige Price, opts to send it directly over. Tried to catch Sam Desham on their back feet, and they did. Jags got 3 hits in, but ultimately could not send it over.
Tips are always nice to see in volleyball.
Yep, get that nice kind of trickery there.
Yeah, they're definitely very, it's very good to, trick your opponents in that sort of way.
Yeah, exactly. Volleyball with the 3-hit kind of formula.
Yeah, when you
pass,
see,
set,
when both teams get into a groove of 3 hits, just a 2 or even just 1 are always, they always are able to catch the other team off guard in that sort of way.
Without a doubt. All right, so all the way back around to Tribeca Liu, who was our first server of the afternoon. Pretty tight game so far, 11-10. As Bourgeois is going to send that over. Here's Price with the set. McGuigan looking back row. Garcia's got that from her libero position. Nice work up front. I believe that was Bourgeois getting hands on it. And that response from RNS goes out of bounds. So tied yet again as ball comes to the hands of Kenzie Doucette. Nice service from Doucette, fielded by Liu. Paige Price gets it back in, and net front battle won by the Riverhawks. McGuigan there to send it over. And it will be RNS taking over, 1 point lead. There's Paige Price. Fielded high by Holloway, and that might have touched the ceiling. Yep, we do have the call. Matt Van Roop calling that out of bounds as the ball went a little too high. There's Paige Price now, another nice serve. Fielded by Garcia. Pintius sends it over. Here's Brennan again. Set for McGuigan, who hits it. Kenzie Doucette's going to keep that alive. Holloway over to Pintius, who sends it over. Match it to Brennan. McGuigan looking back row, and we've got a player down. As player holding a knee here, I believe, and we'll pause play. And hopefully the Sam de Champlain player didn't quite catch that number. That might be Lenore Pintius wearing number 10. We hope she's doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of injuries in volleyball since it's not a contact sport.
Mm-hmm.
But when there is, usually it's pretty bad.
Yep. It's still very possible to pop or roll an ankle pretty badly, or even a knee, right? If you kind of plant and try to rotate the wrong way. So, hopefully it's not something too serious, just a bit of a bruise, and we'll have the players back on the court soon.
From what I'm seeing, I think it has something to do with their foot. Yeah,
it could be an ankle, as we do see a shoe getting unlaced. But we'll take this time to pause now, change the subject, and give a thanks to our corporate sponsors. Harvey High School Stream Team would like to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information.
Thank you so much to all our sponsors and our viewers and the people that help out with the streams. Right now we have Austin Jameson on scoreboard, Tim Neidert running console, Lucas Azpilicueta running camera, and me and Mr. White doing commentary.
Yeah. Big thanks to our minor officials as well. Violet McDonald is checking things off on the score sheet, and Emma Gibson flipping us off with the score chart. Hannah Mason is also sitting back there, and I'm not sure if she's more in a supervisory role or not, as the Sam de Champlain player is taken into the stands where she can kind of lay out that ankle, and hopefully things are all right. It's like the right, so Jaguar girls try to head over and console their teammate, but Coach Isabelle Chiazon calls them back to kind of keep them focused and to allow the proper staff to have a look at the injured player. And judging by who I see on the bench and who I don't, I believe that is number 10, Lenore Pintius. So hopefully all is well. As the Jaguars do retake the court, it looks like they're going to have to make an adjustment to the rotation as they check out who's in which position. Number 12, Sarah Guerra, has checked into the game. And referee Matt Van Ralt just double checks all the rotation. Very important in volleyball to stay in the same order. And the correct rotation is the service order will depend on that. You don't want any sneaky business trying to get someone to serve more times than they should, rotation-wise. And just a quick reminder, this is game 2 of a triple header tonight in senior girls action. If you missed it, the Lakers defeated the Sam to Sham Jaguars in the first game by a score of 2-1. Some pretty entertaining rallies in that game, so we encourage you to check out the replay of our live stream. And then after this game, the Lakers are going to take on the Rothesay Netherwood Riverhawks. So Hawks in for 2 games in a row here. They got to play strategically, conserve some energy. Lakers are going to be watching them like a hawk. Here's Brennan. Over to McGuigan, who sends it over. Looking back corner. Garcia, that's just out of reach for the Jaguars libero. So it is the Riverhawks scoring, and Paige Price goes back. She's on a bit of a run with the serves. I believe this is her 3rd or 4th in a row. That one's fielded cleanly by Garcia. Guerra with the nice pass over to a teammate sent over. Here's Brennan to McGuigan, looking back corner, and that will fall just out of bounds. That was a close one right on the line there.
Yeah, that was very close. I wasn't sure whether they would count it in or out.
Yeah.
But I think it was just slightly more out than it was in.
A lot of those tough judgment calls to make from time to time.
Yeah, it would be hard to be a ref.
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, glad I'm not at the podium. We have other jobs to do up here. Fielded under the net by the Riverhawks, so it is the Jaguars who get to serve. Nice low underhand serve there from Bourgeois. Caught the Riverhawks a little off guard, and again,
very, very low serve too.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was going to hit the net or whether it would go over, but
yeah.
I know I talked about this with Kevin. Low serves are really, really good.
Yep.
Like, especially to throw off another team. It's like when you tip over, basically.
Yep.
Like,
the less time the team has to set up for it and receive it, the better.
It's just barely over.
Yep. Oh, nice work by Brennan, the setter there. Oh, fielded one-handed and bobbling around, and for the Riverhawks, can't quite get there in time. So now it's the Jags taking a lead.
Yeah. Is this the first time, or I think that
it might be? I think they did have a lead a little bit earlier. It's been very back and forth.
It has been. No, I find especially with senior teams, they run really close.
Yeah, which is what you want to see, of course, a competitive match, and
it's always nice to see. It makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. So McGuigan, powerful hitter, powerful server. Garcia fields it. Guerra with the set, nicely done. Jasmine Holloway hit that over. I think she thought it was going out, but falls nicely in the back row. As we've got Leah Doucette here. Had a few serves, or had a run of a few serves, rather. First time round through the rotation. It's fielded by McGuigan right at the boundary line. Brennan back to McGuigan. Nice hit. McGuigan going cross court. Fielded off the forearms of the Jaguar player into the back of the gym. So we're all tied up yet again. As Abby Matchett goes back to serve, wearing number 11 for the Riverhawks. That one's fielded low by Doucette. A nice dig to get there in time, but ultimately couldn't quite get under it at the angle she wanted. Here's Matchett again. Nice serve. Holloway puts it up. Guerra with the pass. Kenzie Doucette's going to send that over. Good dig from McGuigan. Ooh, nice little deception there from Izzy Brennan. Must have picked that up in grade 6 math class. There's another one, and hit there. Fielded well by Garcia. Good work to keep it alive. Holloway looking back row again. But Paige Price says, not on my watch. And ultimately, Tribeca Liu's going to finish that with the hit. Kenzie Doucette can't get the angle she wants on the hit. So Riverhawks trying to pull away here. 2-point lead in the late stages of this first set. Kenzie Doucette with the second hit, and Holloway is going to look. That's a tough play trying to send that over the net from back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a high percentage play, but good honor for getting pretty close. Here's Holloway fielding. That's going to go out of bounds, out of reach for a friendly jersey. So now we've got the Riverhawks with what might be one of the biggest leads of
that
this
we've
first
seen
set.
in the game, definitely. Yeah. I haven't.
Oh, tough break. As there's a fourth hit there. Sam Deschamps tried to keep the ball alive close to the front of the net. They almost did, but touched it one too many times. And whoop. Nice call there. Leah Doucette watching that ball fall just out of bounds. That's a gutsy call.
Yeah. I see a lot of teams just go for the ball, even when it is going to be out, like potentially.
Yeah.
Like you can tell from up here definitely when it's going to be out or when it's going to be in. But when you're on the court, you never really know. So a lot of players just tend to go for it.
Much harder from up close, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Garcia de Guerra, Kenzie Doucette looking for the hit that catches the top of the net. Tough break for the Jags, who were starting to come back, and now with 2 points to win, it's Izzy Brennan. Setter for the Nighthawks, sends that over cleanly. Here's Guerra. Doucette will send it over, but it's caught in the back row. Match it. Brennan keeps it alive. Nice work by the Nighthawks, setting it over. That looked like a sure point for Sam Deschamps, but
yeah, no.
great recovery.
I wasn't sure whether it was hit the ceiling or not, but luckily for the Nighthawks, was able to, or what is it? Is it Nighthawks?
Or sorry, Riverhawks. My bad. Yep. There's the Nackwick Nighthawks and the Rothesay Netherwood.
There's a lot of Hawks.
Riverhawks. A lot of Hawks out there. Yeah.
But no, that was really good for them that it was able to make it over without hitting the ceiling.
Definitely. So here's Layla Murphy. Has to get her team back into this. Needs a run of quite a few points. Ooh, nice deception play by Paige Price in front of the net, but doesn't catch the Jags sleeping. Ball rolls around there. Guerra is ready. Guerra on the third hit will send it over. Good dive there by Price. Tribeca Liu with the safe play, sending it over. Guerra with the set. Kenzie Doucette looking back corner, and that will fall just out of bounds. Tough break for the Jags as entertaining back and forth first set results in a Rothesay Netherwood win.
Yeah, that was just a very interesting game to watch.
Yeah.
Especially with they did not have a big lead at the start.
No.
I think the start they had 3 points.
3 points?
3-0, but
at the beginning of their of Sam Deschamps' game against Harvey, Harvey pulled out to a 4-0 lead, and Coach Charles Doucette called his timeout then for Sam Deschamps. Kind of tried to rally the troops. He was pretty quick on it. Used quite a few timeouts in the first one. Interesting kind of seeing the change in strategy here.
Yeah.
Kind of let his girls play through it, but
yeah.
Of course, Sam Deschamps, you got to remember, is playing their fourth set in a row.
Yeah, that would be difficult.
That is, yeah. You got to be careful about how you manage the play time, the court time.
Yeah, it'd definitely be nice for Harvey to have this little break.
Yeah.
Now we'd like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax, East Coast Elite Realty, The Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams, and if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information.
I should shout out all the other folks working behind the scenes to make these games possible. First, a big thanks to the coaches, Charles Doucette and Isabelle Chiasson from the Samuel de Champlain Jaguars, as well as Derek McCallum and Nicole Concorin from the Rothesay Netherwood Riverhawks. Down there on the floor, it is Matt Van Ralt at the referee's podium, or I don't know what you call that. It's not quite a seat where he kind of stands at the middle of the net there, but he's the one keeping an eagle eye on everything. And kind of facing him at the scorer's table, we have Violet McDonald checking things off on the score sheet, and Emma Gibson flipping through that score chart. So big thanks to both those minor officials, as well as the folks up here in the booth. Big thanks to Austin Jameson working our scoreboard. Lucas Atsaquela, that might not have been correct, but he is pointing your eyes in the right direction. And Tim Neidert, who is keeping an eye on everything in the console position, will check that pronunciation and get right back to you. And big thanks yet again to Lucas Athpilicueta for pointing us in the right direction and giving us some pronunciation tips in the meantime. All right, taking the court, it appears to be most of the same players. For the Jaguars, at least, one change I do see, Clarissa Arsenault is in, and Kenzie Doucette is taking a break right now. Although with the libero Nicole Garcia on the court, it means that we'll be seeing another Sandisham Jaguar come in pretty soon. Here's McGuigan, set by Paige Price, and looks like Price again can't quite make it there in time. Sorry, that might have been Felicia Mortimer with the set, as we do have a few new faces on the court for Rothesay Netherwood. We'll get to know them pretty soon. Ooh, powerful serve there by, that is Sarah Guerra, but it will fall out of bounds. So all tied up here in the early going. Felicia Mortimer back to serve for RNS, and that serve strong but low. I think Paige Price is glad it wasn't a couple inches to the left and didn't catch her in the back of the head there. Here's Jasmine Holloway, another powerful server for the Jags. They're a strong serving team. Cindy Liu's going to get that. Paige Price over to McGuigan, who sends it over. Guerra. And on the second hit, it will be Murphy sending it over. Leah Doucette, and that ball bounces just in front of the scorer's table, so out of reach for the Jags. As Paige Price will take the ball for the Riverhawks. Had quite a few serves for the Riverhawks in that first set. Keep an eye on number 4 when she's in that server's position. Ooh. Powerful hit from McGuigan, but that will go out of bounds.
Another thing I noticed with number 4 was when, I believe it was number 15, went up to hit. Or, no, actually, it was when she went to receive, I believe. She went back to cover for her, like back behind. I think she's doing it again, actually.
Yeah. Yep,
which is always good.
Teamwork there, yep. If you see a teammate kind of winding up for a big hit, that does leave some space open behind them. So
yeah, especially if the other team is right up ready to block, that can be not very good. Yeah,
definitely. So Sandisham guilty of the double hit here. So McGuigan will go back to serve. Powerful serve, and that falls just in bounds. Right in the corner. Excellent serve from McGuigan.
Perfect spot to serve.
Yeah.
I wouldn't assume that was entirely like on purpose, because it did look like it was going to go out of bounds. But if it was, that was incredible.
Yeah, if you can pick that corner every time, you're doing okay.
Time, yeah.
Yep. Sandisham, even if they had wanted to, I don't know if they would have had time to get there in time.
Yeah, no, because you
coming at them pretty quickly.
You wouldn't be able to set yourself up for that right off the bat, because you wouldn't know that it would land up back there. But it is always best to be back as far as possible, unless you know that the server does tend to serve low and like more up front, because it's easier to run forwards than backwards.
All right, RNS can't quite send it over with the third hit, so Sandisham will take over. The service catches the top of the net, though. So we're, again, all tied up. Looks like we may be in for another close back-and-forth affair here in the second set. That is Ellen Cook with the ball from Rothesay Netherwood. Garcia Fields, nice work from Guerra with the backward send-over from the setter's position. And again, Sandisham gets the point there. Sorry, I was going to say Guerra up on the block, but it was not. It was Arsenault and Holloway. They wear number 12, 13, and 15, respectively, so some mistakes may be made from time to time when it comes to those calls. So McGuigan Sending over to Higgs. Kate Higgs who will send that over. There's Cindy Liu. And it looks like we had a net touch there as referee Matt Van Ralt is going to show that kind of hand close to the net. So I believe that's what the infraction was. Good service from Arsenault. Sneaks it over. And Sam Deschamps starting to pull away their biggest lead of this game and this set. Certainly.
Didn't you say they came back in their second set last game?
They made it. Yep. It started off closer, that one. Lakers didn't open up a massive lead, but they were ahead. And Sam Deschamps stayed with them and then just slowly kind of pulled ahead as things went along.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So don't count these Jaguars out. Even though they lost the first set, they still have lots of fight in them.
Yeah.
Although I will say those are two other stronger players on the bench right now in Kenzie Doucette. And we haven't seen Alana Buzangu in this particular game, but in the last game she did get some really nice net front blocks. So hopefully we'll see her rotate in before the evening's done. I don't think she got injured. Might be just a load management deal.
They were pretty short bench now with one of their players being injured, and I believe
that is
there's
true.
another one of their players down there, another one of their liberos, helping with the injured player.
Yep. So that does make personnel decisions a little trickier.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep, for coaches Charles Doucette and Isabelle Chiazon of the Sam Deschamps Jaguars. Stuff like that will help, though. Excellent serve by Sarah Guerra.
This is a beautiful serve.
Yeah. Yet again, one of those.
Yeah. Another right backcourt.
Yep. Just picking those corners.
Yeah.
Do that all night long. Guerra again, nice powerful serve. This one falls closer to the middle, fielded by Ellen Cook. That's sent over by Mortimer. Good hit by Murphy to send it over, but Cindy Liu is there. Ooh, big windup by McGuigan, but Sam Deschamps recovers nicely. Arsenault in the back row to save that. Here's the set from Paige Price. McGuigan opts to look second level, and Jaguars just can't quite get there. Couldn't send it over on the third hit, so it will be the Riverhawks scoring the point as Coach McCallum gives a very quick pointer there to McGuigan as the server is getting the ball. Leah Doucette to Nicole Garcia, the libero, and on the third hit, just a little out of reach for Jasmine Holloway. So Riverhawks trailing by 2. Here's Mortimer again. Nice low serve, and again, Sam Deschamps having trouble fielding that. So after the Jaguars were looking like they might have pulled away, these Riverhawks stand right with them. Ooh, nice serve. Mortimer puts it well in front of Holloway. Couldn't get there in time. We're all tied up now. It's Mortimer again to Holloway, Guerra, and Leah Doucette sends that over nicely. Paige Price puts it up. McGuigan looks to send it over, but that's no good. So that will end Mortimer's runs of serves at 4. It's Jasmine Holloway now. Had some good serves of her own so far this game. Fielded at the line by Ellen Cook. McGuigan sends it back, but Kate Higgs can't quite get there in time. As here's Jasmine Holloway. Second serve, looking to pad this 2-point lead. And smart play there. Guerra and Leah Doucette are going to let that roll out of bounds. As now it's Coach Charles Doucette giving a pointer or two to his squad. Holloway sends it over, and Higgs gets a hand on it, but it's not enough. That sails out of bounds, and Jaguars score yet another point. Garcia tries the soccer move there to send it back, but doesn't quite do it. That's okay. She's been great from that libero position, making the big saves in the back row. That's what you get the special jersey for. That's Holloway again. We do have a timeout, though. Coach Derek McCallum is going to rally his troops after that nice, I think it's a 5-service run by Jasmine Holloway.
This could also be a good opportunity for him to throw this, like, who was the server for?
It is Jasmine Holloway, number 13. Yep.
It would be a good opportunity for him to throw her off her rhythm in a way.
Yep. Sometimes you'll see times out used for that exact purpose. Yep. When
Especially if a server is really good and able to pull ahead in such a way that she has been able to.
Yep. These haven't been rallies back and forth. Holloway's been scoring. They aren't aces, but Rothesay Netherwood's getting 1, maybe 2 hits on them. But
not able to return.
Yep,
or
exactly.
Or if they do, it'll be out. And which isn't what you want to really see.
Not at all. All right, here come the Jaguars, freshly energized, as we crest the midway point of this second set. We'll see if Holloway can continue her run. Ball is up and over. It's fielded by Cindy Liu. Kate Higgs in the back row with the pass. McGuigan will send it over. Oh, tough call.
Just out.
Yeah.
Barely.
Oh, no, it is. It did go out. Oh, I thought that was inbounds, but no, you're right. Okay, a very smart play then by Garcia.
Yeah.
And Arsenault, I believe.
I think especially Sam Desham's team is able to call outs really, really well.
Yep. That is a skill. I mean, it's a hard one to practice, but it's certainly a skill.
Yeah. It can cost you a point, but it can also win you a lot. Especially if you do have a player on a serving spree like this.
Yep. 7 serves and counting for Holloway, and fresh off the bench it's Carell Daigle making that pass. Ellen Cook sends it over, so we have a bit of a rally now. Nice work by Arsenault, looking back row, set nicely by Daigle, and big hit by McGuigan looking back row, but again out of bounds. Riverhawks just can't quite find that sweet spot.
That would be upsetting for a team.
And the Riverhawks, I think, without a doubt, have strong hitters.
They do, yeah. They're just too strong with not enough follow-through, I guess. If they can get a few tips over here, I think that's where they'll be able to pick up some points. Yep.
Force the Jaguars to respect both the close tip-off play and the far hit.
Yeah.
Here's Guerra. Layla Murphy's going to send that over on the second hit. Paige Price with the set. McGuigan winding up, looks back row. Garcia has it, and that's off her hands and out of bounds. So finally the powerful hit will pay off as RNS sending in a few of their stronger players. Izzy Brennan's going to check in. She was the setter for RNS in that first set. We'll see what she gets up to here. Guerra is going to put that up, and Arsenault winding up for the big hit, but that is blocked, catches the top of the net, not sure which. Either way, it is RNS coming away with the point, and Paige Price will get another serve. Capable of a run herself is Paige Price, one of the few players to play the first set and start the second. I think it was her and McGuigan, the only two. Guerra will send that over. There's some of that misdirection we were talking about, and it is Brennan to McGuigan on the set. Beautiful save by Garcia, and the hit from Sarah Guerra will fall just out of bounds.
It was more of like a bump off of the very bottom of the palm of her hand, which it's hard to control. Yeah, there would be more of an arc on it, and if you have a lot of power in that, it's very likely that it goes out of bounds.
Big hit from McGuigan. That one falls just where she wants it. As indeed it does look like Izzy Brennan is setting up in that setter's position, so rekindling some of the chemistry between her and McGuigan from the first set. Paige Price puts it up again. Nice play by Holloway. One-handed save from Guerra, and Arsenault will send it over. Big cheers from the Jaguar faithful. Excellent work. Here's Holloway again, a little more traditional. Arsenault looks to send it over. That catches the marker at the side of the net and falls on their side. So tough break
after such good saves from
huge saves
Jaguars
from Holloway and Guerra both with some kind of non-traditional one-handed hits. So after building up a 7-point lead. They see it dwindle to 3, and Arsenault with the tough call lets that go out of bounds, and this time it is the Jaguars calling for timeout. Charles Doucette brings his troops in.
You can definitely see how a team is able to pull ahead with just a few good serves.
Takes that momentum, right? And
it's
his team,
crucial part of volleyball is having a good serve.
Definitely.
If you're able to serve, if you're able to get points just from your serve, that is very good.
That will make a huge difference, without a doubt.
It does, yeah.
Yep. We'll take the brief time we have to, might not have that much time. We'll just say thanks to Violet McDonald and Emma Gibson at the minor official table, as well as Matt Van Ralt, keeping an eagle eye on everything from his perch in the referee's chair. And here come the Jaguars. Hanging in this one, despite some of their stronger players taking this set off. Here's Paige Price. Little 4-serve run of her own, and that will make it 5. So Price, after that long serve run by Jasmine Holloway of the Jaguars, Price is looking to close the gap here for the Riverhawks. Here she is looking to tie things up. Garcia fielding. Guerra is going to set that up. Arsenault sends it over second level, but Price is there. Here's Brennan with the set. McGuigan looking back row. Garcia has it over to Guerra. Puts that up, and Arsenault sends it over. Diving play by Price. Izzy Brennan had one hand on it, but third player couldn't get there in the back row in time. So tough break for the Riverhawks. Breaking up a bit of momentum. It's Layla Murphy. Will get the ball here. Murphy is, that serve catches just at the top of the net. Tough break. As here's McGuigan. Very strong hitter, has a strong serve as well. Just gotta tone that accuracy. Here it comes. Garcia fielding nicely. Guerra will send that, and the third hit is not going to clear the net, so we're all tied up at 20. With
if I remember correctly, the Jaguars' last set, they weren't able to get up to 20 even, right?
I don't think so. Nope, it ended 19-25. So
Yeah.
Jags already outperforming their previous set. McGuigan with a powerful serve. That falls in. Not sure if the Jags were letting that one go because they thought it was going out or because of some miscommunication. A couple of players started to step towards it and then kind of just let it go, but that fell pretty well inbounds. It's McGuigan again. This time it will go out of bounds, and not sure who made a call. I definitely heard someone yell out from the court, so.
Best way standing when the other team is serving, is to have at least one player back to be able to tell if it's going over their waist, if it'll be out.
Right. 22-21. Ball in the hands of Ellen Cook for the Riverhawks. Her team needs 3 to bring this home. Sends it over. Leah Doucette will put that up and falls just on the Sam to Sam side, but nice recovery. That's Danica Bourgeois. Ball hit the top of the net, but the Jaguars kept their heads on a swivel and sent it over the hands of the Riverhawks. So again, all tied up, 22-all. Here's Arsenault. McGuigan from the back row. Brennan's going to put that up, and Paige Price will send it over. Holloway up to Guerra. Hop back to Holloway for the bump. Here's Paige Price looking for Brennan. Brennan with a nice set. Winding up for a hit is Felicia Mortimer, but that will catch the top of the net. So Jags up 23-22. Very tight set. A reminder that the Riverhawks did take the first set, so Jags need the win here to stay alive. Well done. Emma McGuigan and Izzy Brennan's going to send it back. Row, and Garcia with a heartbreaking call. She thought that was going to fall out of bounds. It falls just in.
I think it might have just been on the line, too.
Yeah. So 23-all. Here's Izzy Brennan with a powerful serve. Garcia fielding it nicely. Holloway puts it up, and it is Danica Bourgeois sending over. Oh, Kate Higgs at the front of the net. Good save there as McGuigan's able to send it. Sent back by Guerra, and ooh. Tough break there. Bourgeois sends it to the scorer's table. As it is now set point and game point.
Yeah.
On the hand of Izzy Brennan. What a tight matchup. Guerra looked to send it over and catches the top of the net, so after a tough fought set and some substitutions, some good coaching there, decisions from coaches McAllen and Concorin, Rothesay Netherwood is able to secure 2 wins, and it's like coaches are going to decide whether to play the third set or not, and I think they will.
Yeah.
As teams go to the benches instead of to the line to shake hands. So congratulations to the Nighthawks. But
I really couldn't tell who was going to win that one.
No, it was back and forth all the way through.
It definitely was, yeah. It'll be an interesting matchup between RNS and Harvey.
Yep, it should be. So both teams defeating Sam DeSham, but Sam DeSham in pretty much every set. I would say apart from the first Harvey set that where Harvey won by quite a bit.
Yeah.
They were in pretty much every set and won the second against the Lakers as well. So no disrespect to this Jaguar team.
They're definitely not a bad team, no.
No, not at all.
By any means.
We'll take this moment to shout out our corporate sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information. Big shout out as well to all the folks working this game. Our minor officials are Violet McDonald and Emma Gibson. Matt Van Rolt is the referee tonight. Big thanks to Austin Jameson working our stream scoreboard so you can keep abreast of all the developments on the court. Big thanks as well to Tim Neidert at the console and Lucas Athpilicueta, who is pointing our eyes in the right direction. We'll take a quick break now and come back at you with the third set. All right, we're back at you now as the teams have taken the court. And currently on the court for the Jaguars, it is the same combination of 6 regular players and the libero Nicole Garcia, who is going to check in for Danica Bourgeois, but we expect to see number 3 in blue and white, or in royal blue and white, rather, up again soon. In navy and white for the Nighthawks, it looks like it will be kind of a combination of the first 2 lineups. We have number 2, Ellen Cook, number 14, Izzy Brendan, number 4, Paige Price, number 3, MJ English, number 11, Abby Matchett, and serving and scoring is number 7, Tribeca Liu. Should be just a 15-point set here, I expect. Even though this isn't technically deciding anything, there is a game scheduled for 8 o'clock that we are already a little over time on. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will they switch at 8?
I expect they will switch sides at 8.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll tell us whether or not... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Because the game isn't technically a deciding game, they might elect not to because it doesn't really... It's just an exhibition game, so that's a good question.
I'm not sure what they did last time, the last triple header that I did, but like I don't remember if they switched or not, but I think they might not have because I think that's what messed me up. Yeah,
they did switch during the Harvey Sam DeSham set, but that one was a deciding set as the teams were tied, and this is a different situation, so we'll have to wait and see. Great rally here as Tribeca Liu making that save. And great tip over Jasmine Holloway. Smart net front play as both teams were kind of getting into their 3-hit rhythm. Looking to break that up.
Smart play, yeah.
And it's Holloway back to serve now. Had that great run of 7 serves in the second set, but there's that commentator's curse.
You can't even think things sometimes.
No, apparently not. I had gotten my pen out to start checking off the number of serves, and no go. Here's Paige Price, capable of a run of her own. Gets it to Garcia. Arsenault will send it over. Price from the back row. Brennan with the set, and there's a nice hit. MJ English, who we haven't seen since the first set, will send that into Nicole Garcia. And out the back row. 4-1 in the early going. Nighthawks pressing early. Here's Arsenault setting up. Nice work. Garcia over to Arsenault again with the hit. Beautiful dive by Paige Price, keeping that alive. Abby Matchett looks to hit, but that will catch the top of the net. So after a great save there, beautiful dig by Paige Price. That will fall on the Riverhawks side. Good save there by English. Brennan over to Mortimer. This time a nice hit. Still kept alive. Great work. Leah Doucette will send that over. Price looking back row, but Layla Murphy has hands on it. And Matchett can't, or sorry, check that. Holloway can't quite get there in time. Almost goes in the equipment room. Here's MJ English with the serve, fielded by Holloway. Guerra with the set. And Layla, check that. Danica Bourgeois will look to send it over, but that catches the top of the net. So Riverhawks maintaining this early lead, 6-2. There's Matchett. Guerra with the pass, and Murphy will send it back row. Paige Price has it. Izzy Brennan. Look it up, an excellent net front play there. I think both Bourgeois and Arsenault had hands on that. Couldn't quite tell as they both went up and the ball went down on the other side. I think either way they're pretty happy with the result. Serve just a little short from Leah Doucette, so it is Rothesay Netherwood taking over. Here's Abby Matchett. Service is up and over. Guerra setting up Arsenault for the hit, but check that. English keeps it alive. Nice work by Paige Price over to Matchett. Here's Guerra. Jaguars respond with a hit from Holloway that falls in. Excellent work, so we have to wait just a little while longer to see if these teams will switch at 8 points.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that I think about it, my money's on no.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. All things being equal, if you don't have to move all your stuff, why would you?
Yeah, really, though. They didn't even switch from their second set, I don't think.
No, they didn't. So we'll see.
I would have to assume that they wouldn't. It doesn't really make much sense.
Hit from Cook falls out of bounds. So, again, waiting a little longer. These Jaguars never say die. They're in it for pretty much every set. Yeah. Arsenault with the nice hit. Fielded by Price. Brennan with the set. Sent over by Ellen Cook, but it's fielded nicely by Holloway. Guerra over to Arsenault, looking back row. Brennan can't quite get there in time. One-handed hit.
One thing I've noticed about both teams is that they're able to receive very, very well.
Yeah.
And even their recoveries are very good. Mm-hmm. They're both very, very strong teams.
Arsenault, as MJ English tries to send it over from the back row, but can't quite get there. 7-7. So after this point, we will find out one way or another whether they're going to switch. As the Lakers, senior girls, head to the dressing room to prepare for their upcoming game against these Nighthawks. Serve fielded by Price. Brennan puts it up. Tribeca Liu looking for the edge, and that will fall out of bounds. And it appears that no, the teams will be staying on their sides. Score is 8-7.
That does make the most sense, especially seeing as they went overtime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Brennan putting it up. And Ellen Cook sends it over. Good save by Arsenault. Brennan to Ellen Cook. This will fall in the lap of Coach Doucette. That's the wrong Doucette. Charles, not Leah or Kenzie. As we have a substitution here, Corel Daigle is again going to work into the rotation, as she will give Izzy Brennan a bit of a break. Here's Daigle. Sends that over nicely. Set from Price. Caught by Matchett and sent over. Leah Doucette fields it nicely. Guerra putting it up high. Holloway with a bit of a misdirection there. Wound up for a hit, but then kind of put it softly over. Holloway sends it over again. Fielded by Matchett. Price will put that up. Tribeca Liu looking back row. Great play by Garcia. That's a Liberos play right there. Diving to keep that in play. Daigle fields it on the second hit. Paige Price will send it over, and that's just in front of Clarissa Arsenault. 9-8 now. Another back and forth affair. They all have been between these two teams. Despite the Riverhawks taking the first two sets, they were by scores of 19-25 and 23-25 respectively. So no easy sets tonight. As Layla Murphy will check into the front row for the Jags. It's fielded by Cook. Price. Liu can't quite get there in time. And it is Danica Bourgeois. Ball on her hand. Team up by 1. Fielded well by Matchett. Price puts it up for Liu with the hit. Leah Doucette keeps it alive, and Danica Bourgeois is going to send that over. Here's Price again. Sent over by Cook. Well, sent up by Cook, rather, but that will catch the top of the net. So Sam Desham will get the point.
Sam Desham is able to pull ahead again.
Yeah.
They do that a lot. It's always really hard to tell who's going to win each set.
Definitely. Nice play from the back row. Leah Doucette over to Holloway. Danica Bourgeois will send that over just in front of Daigle, but she plays it. Guerra puts it up high. Murphy sends it through the corner, but one-handed Daigle to Price. Back row. Cook. Excellent play from the Riverhawks. Diving play, sending it over from the back row. Sam Desham just not ready for that response.
That was incredible, actually.
Yeah, excellent play here in the late stages of this final set that we should only be playing to 15. Ellen Cook over to Arsenault. Guerra puts it up, and Holloway will send it over. Fielded by Daigle. Price now. Liu looking for the second level, but Holloway has it. Great diving play. Arsenault almost gets it over. Tough break. So we're all tied up now at 11, and Coach Charles Doucette is going to bring his girls in, try to secure a victory here. Both teams need 4 points, as RNS will look to sweep this 3-game series, or 3-set series rather, and Sam Desham will look to gain themselves at least one victory.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah. Go home on a high note.
Yeah, you at least want to win one game each.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, they did win one set with the Lakers as well. And despite being in both these sets really close, hard to come away without a victory there. They deserve at least one. It'd be nice to see them get it.
They definitely do, yeah.
Yeah.
Both teams are playing exceptionally tonight.
Yep.
Very, very strong.
Yeah, Lakers come back, ready to take on the Riverhawks. But Riverhawks have a bit of business to attend to here first. Here's Ellen Cook. Ball is up and over. Jasmine Holloway fielding. Guerra sends that up, and Layla Murphy will send it second level. Nice work by Murphy. Not a big smash, but just kind of puts it up over the blockers to fall into the second level. As Jags figure out who's up next to serve, it is Sarah Guerra wearing number 12. Her team 3 points away from a victory. Nice serve there. That's fielded high by Matchett. Daigle sends it back, and Paige Price will send it over. Good dig there is Sam Desham. Nice save. Murphy and Guerra getting it over. Arsenault with the direct response. Here's Price. Tribeca Liu winding up for a hit. Nicole Garcia saves it. Sent over by Holloway, looking back row, but Ellen Cook is there. Tribeca Liu can't quite make it in time. So a good rally there. Ultimately, Sam Desham coming away with the point.
Yeah.
11-13, and now we have another timeout. Derek McCallum. These coaches must not realize there's a Devils game starting soon. No one's in any hurry.
No.
Yeah. Quite a shame. Maybe they'll broadcast it on one of the TVs in the lobby or something.
Yeah, they're definitely running way overtime now. At this point, it is.
Yeah.
It's almost 8:27. It's almost 8:30.
And they did start a little late.
Yeah.
The junior boys played 3 sets versus Fundy, dropping all 3 of them by scores of 25-18, 25-18, and 27-25. So some close, long games from the junior boys as well. It's been a long night of volleyball here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Paige Price can't angle that right, and now it should be set point on the hands of Sarah Guerra. This should only be a 15-point set, but we will see. Guerra sends that over, fielded by Matchett. Price puts it up. MJ English sends it over, but Arsenault is there. Guerra on the second hit. Murphy will send it second level. Direct response from, I believe that was Price. Can't quite get past Leah Doucette, so 12-14. Riverhawks still have some life. And they're back to Tribeca Liu, who has been the first server up for these Riverhawks. So someone it appears the coaches have some faith in.
This seems to be like a running theme with the Jaguars taking the lead. Like a pretty big lead, actually.
Yeah.
And then
Riverhawks getting back in it, and again, all tied up. And at 14-14, this means we are going into overtime.
Yeah.
Reminder, teams need to win by 2 points. So even if Liu hits 15 here, the set will not be over. Garcia to Guerra. Leah Doucette will send that. Caught by Paige Price. Tribeca Liu, Price sending, looking back row, but Nicole Garcia is there. Guerra over to Holloway, looking in the back. Nice work by English. And Matchett looking for the corner. Arsenault to Doucette, and that will fall out. So advantage Riverhawks right now.
Yeah.
And this time, if Tribeca Liu scores a point, the set will be over. Sam Desham looking to stay alive. Guerra to Holloway from the back row. Nice over. Cook, Price with the set, but that was a misfire. You could tell by the twist there's a double hit, and we'll see the 2 fingers from Matt Van Roop, our referee for all of this evening's games. Big thanks to him. 15 all, so overtime will continue.
Yeah.
So we have a short moment. Tribeca Liu just fastening the shoelace. Here's Holloway. Nice serve, fielded well by Matchett. Holloway capable of a run, so Sam Rothesay Netherwood rather is going to want to get the point here, and it's too late as I believe Tribeca Liu slid under the net as she was going for that ball. So now it's Holloway, who had that 7-point run in the second set. She only needs 1 now. Fielded by Matchett. Liu sends it up. MJ English will send that over, but Guerra has it. Garcia with the pass. Arsenault sends it over. Here's Price with the set. MJ English looking back row. Past the blockers, but not past Sarah Guerra in the back row. Murphy looking for the back. Doesn't find it. English and Guerra with the diving play keeps it alive. Holloway and Arsenault will send it over with the backwards bump, and finally it is Rothesay Netherwood scoring the points. As we continue here in this overtime of the third set, we're going to have even more substitutions as both coaches looking to reinforce their squads.
Yep.
For Rothesay Netherwoods, it is Izzy Brennan checking in, and we finally get to see, or not finally, we get to see Kenzie Doucette again. Haven't seen her since the first set for the Jags, and that will catch the top of the net. So advantage Riverhawks. Here's Paige Price. shoes tied. Price sends it over. Arsenault with the receive. Guerra with the nice send over on the second hit. Nice misdirection from number 12. Garcia one-handed, and teammate can't quite get there in time. So finally, this overtime set comes to an end. 18-16 in favor of the Riverhawks. They take all three. Tough break for a Sam Desham squad that played very well tonight.
They did. They played exceptionally.
Yeah. Teams shake hands as Sam Desham will hit the bus, but RNS is not done yet. They're going to stay warm as the Harvey Lakers get ready to take the court. So congratulations to Charles Doucette, Isabelle Chiasson, and the Sam Desham Jaguars for some good, hard-fought volleyball here tonight in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Thanks yet again to all the folks who made the stream possible. Violet McDonald and Emma Gibson are minor officials. Matt Van Rolt was the referee. And up here in the skybox, we had Austin Jameson, Tim Neidert, and Lucas Azpilicueta on the camera. Big thanks to you as well, Cecilia.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks, you too.